Are you ready to take control of your finances? Well, we've got just the thing for you. We're excited to introduce Chime, the mobile banking app that helps you build good money habits from the very start. As a young professional, an entrepreneur, your first paycheck, that next raise, that promotion, it can be an exciting milestone. And with Chime, you can make the most out of it. When you sign up and link a qualifying direct deposit, you can get paid up to 2 days early. That means you don't have to wait for your hard-earned money to arrive on payday. Plus, with fee-free overdraft up to $200, you won't have to worry about expensive overdraft fees that can put a dent in your budget. But that's not all. With Chime, there are no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and no deposit required to become a member. That's right, you can join and start using Chime without any hidden fees or requirements. So sign up for a Chime checking account today to link your paycheck. It only takes 2 minutes and it does not affect your credit score. Get started at chime.com/success. That's Chime, CHIME.com/success. Chime is a financial technology company and not a bank. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank, N.A. or Stride Bank. Members of the FDIC. Early access to direct deposit funds depends on payer. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. See chime.com/spotme.
That's the big problem. So I'm saying spend some 10, 15, 20, 30, whatever time you can commit to thinking, non-negotiable. Spend 10 minutes a day just thinking, envisioning your life. And then from there, you start to build, because you're thinking in pictures. Where is that neighborhood? What does that look like? What does that car look like? Now you start to bring this vision, bro. I used to think it was deeper, but you literally can, not hate it, but the word manifest is like taboo for me. It's like, it ain't manifest. It's like, dude, you really bring this thing to life because it's what you focus on. But if you don't have the time to focus on everything else that's taking your energy, it's not gonna happen.
You ready? All right.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
I got Dr. King to my right, your left. How are you, Dr. King?
I'm blessed by the best and highly favored, bro.
You look like you've been working out. Your chest sitting up a little bit.
I mean, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to turn 46.
Incline.
I'm a little 46, so
Ooh.
You know, they say that, and me and E was just having a conversation. The older you get, everything starts to drop a little bit. And then, so we was just...
Everything.
Everything.
Time to switch to the brief.
That's this kind of podcast we have it. All right.
I ain't gonna lie.
Shaq looking at Charles Barkley like, come on, man.
Everything started... Hey, it was crazy about the phenomenal life in Mexico. Y'all notice how the room chairs, all the seats...
Oh, yeah.
Little basket
I think we
in the
talked,
seat.
a little placeholder. Yeah, support. Yeah, Douglas, how are you, sir?
Bless, man, bless.
How's everybody good? How's everybody's week so far?
Oh, good. We got real summer here in Michigan finally.
Oh, bro, I'm talking about hot.
Yeah.
This
is hotter than Chicago. It's not this hot. Yeah, it's not this hot in Chicago.
Yeah, no, it's hot.
Man, so I got to start out by saying that I'm fresh off a world tour, you know what I'm saying? Started in LA. We shot the music video for Transformers with Toby. Shout out to Nas for coming through. Nas came through, killed it. The video should be out today or tomorrow maybe. And then went to Singapore for the opening for Transformers. So left the video shoot at 2 a.m. Wow. Flight was at 6 a.m. Flew to Manchester. Then another 13 or so to Singapore.
Manchester's like, what, 7?
Manchester was like 7 or 8 from Houston. Then flew 13, I think, to Singapore. We left on Tuesday, got there Thursday. Yeah, lost a whole day on the travel. Then left Sunday and got back Sunday. So, yeah, it's a
Sound like BTC.
Tour. But it was crazy, though. Let me tell you something. I've never had, what you talking about, like, A-list celeb type stuff. Bro, we got off the plane. They had the cart waiting for us in Singapore. Got off the plane. The cart was waiting. Took us to a lounge. You don't go to the baggage claim. Took us to a lounge, a beautiful lounge. went and got all our stuff, came out, took us down the stairs. We had to go through like one little security, just our own security. Just flashed the passports, boom, we out, went down to the tarmac, got in the van, and left out the airport, like from the runway. Like straight up, and then went to the hotel. We stayed at the, I think it's called.
That hotel was dope.
Yeah, it was something saying, I can't even remember what it was called, but it's the one with the 3 towers and the thing on the top, and the hotel was insane.
Oh, it's insane.
So, but anyway.
Modern, I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Like something out of AI.
Yeah.
No, it was sick. It was sick. So, and then press for, man, it was crazy. They were sitting there doing press for like 8 hours straight. Like literally like sitting in the room and they was just rotating. Like the Chinese media would come in and then the Korean media and then the Singaporean media, and they was just sitting there answering all kind of questions, and it was like something I never experienced before. But it was good though. And it was like, and it's funny because you got like huge Transformers fans. Right. So they there and they already like know Toby and know what's going on, and you know what I'm saying? So it was
It's crazy. You know how you take like how certain cartoons will become a movie and blow up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man now.
It's a franchise now.
Yeah, Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Transformers. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, so Transformers comes out. So, you know what's crazy? I still didn't get to see the movie, though. Like, we went to the premiere, but it was just, like, for the fans. And so they came out and, like, spoke and did all of that. And then I end up having to leave, like, straight from dinner to get on the plane. It's crazy. I was looking at my schedule, right? And Cam sent me my itinerary. And it just said 1:10, Sunday. So I'm thinking 1:10 is the afternoon. It don't say AM or PM. But I log into my Delta app. I flew Delta on the way back, and it said you could board, check in for your flight.
Yeah, you said, come on, 24 hours.
I know that.
Yeah.
I said, wait, that's early. And I looked at it, it said AM. So my flight left at 1:10 AM. So I got on the flight at 1:10 AM, flew to Korea, and then flew all the way to Detroit.
From Korea?
From Korea.
Wow.
Straight to DTW.
How was that, remember, Maul, when we was in Dubai and we hit the lounge? How was
Singapore
the
lounge?
Yeah.
It wasn't as nice as the Emirates boy in Dubai. Nah, ain't nothing. That's the top.
No, I didn't know, because it's
the top
Singapore.
floor.
I didn't know.
Yeah, no. So you know what? Come to think of it, they had a nice lounge, but it wasn't like nothing like Emirates. Nah, Emirates is special. So
No, I know me and Maul got Camille and Didi got up early. We're gonna hit breakfast.
oh yeah, nah. For
We
real.
almost missed our plane.
We did.
Yeah, for sure.
And then
Oh,
we
no
didn't
question.
even know that inside of Emirates' little lounge area, they had an elevator to take you right to the gate.
to the gate.
We literally left out the door and had to come all the way around the airport, bro.
Oh yeah, they tried to play me and Candace though. They wouldn't let us in. Yeah.
You got in though.
I did. Yeah, a little negotiation. I'm telling you, bro, like, things to be had in this world if you just don't take no for an answer. It's crazy. We went to, the day before I left, I hadn't, this was my last day with the kids. I think I told you we went down to Atlanta in the city and just, like, got a hotel and was kicking it. We go to the hotel. They had a big festival. We was going to eat. And my man was like, yo, I can't, it was a big festival down there. He's like, ain't no room in the valet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got Avery, Trey, we got dinner reservations at 6. We pull up at 5:59. My man like, yeah, you go at the park like 3 blocks down, put it in the garage. I was like, my man, let me talk to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Candace, he was like, no, ain't no room, ain't no nothing. I looked up, I said, yep, he looked like the boss. Went over to my man, was like, bub. He was like, I got you, bro. Hop out, boom, and when I tell you, Candace, I should have took a picture. Candace was like, you need to take a picture. They put the car like, it was almost blocking the front door to the hotel and left it there the entire time I came out. I told Candace, I'm like, bro, people just give up too easy. But anyway, I am a little bit jet lagged, but you know what I'm saying? We're here anyway because we love the people and we promise to give you the pie. I will say this. I got another complaint. Y'all know I've been doing a lot of airplane complaining. Here go my other pet peeve because I'm on the plane for 2 days straight. I don't know who's in charge of content programming for the TVs on the plane. What makes you think that you gonna start with season 4, episode 3 through 7, and that just so happened to be where I was in the watching? So I'm saying either put season 1 and start
all the way through.
Can I get an amen?
Oh, amen.
Come on, bro. I'm
I've
getting
been
on
there,
there. I'm
done
like,
that.
yo, this look like a good show.
Yeah, no question.
Season 6, episode 4, 5.
That was insecure for me. I had
I'm
never
like-
watched it. And so I got on. It was like Insecure season 3 or something. I was like, yo, how am I supposed to know all the characters?
I'm saying, and I'm saying, what's the odds? My wife is the only sick individual I know who could pick up a series like midway through the 3rd episode in the 2nd season. Bro, if I don't start from the beginning, I'm not getting ready to watch it. So look, let me help y'all out.
Well, Dubai was a long flight, so I did watch Insecure. I just caught it from where I caught it and kept going.
Yeah, but did you? I don't like doing that.
I didn't say I like doing it.
I'm
just saying it was a 14-hour flight, and so I was like, I think this is going to be good because everybody was talking about. Like, it was a part of everybody's discussion when it was out, and like people were saying names. One time I asked somebody whatever, and they was like, "Oh no, that's just the show. Like, it's not really happening." I was like, "Oh, y'all was talking like this was really what was happening." So I did watch it season 3. They had about maybe few episodes on there. I caught all of them jokers, and they got me like 2.5 hours through.
Oh, that's it. Oh, bro. Let me tell you something. Maul was texting me like, "You good?" I was like, bro, I done watched about 6 movies, slept a couple times, ate 2 meals. I got 9 hours left.
I felt bad for him, bro. I'm talking about like, I was literally, I would be up with the family, working out, doing everything.
Twice.
And my man still flying. Twice. I'm
Twice
like,
I did it.
Yeah. Oh, and I text you back. I was like, you was like, you landed yet? I was like, nope. Bro, it was rough, bro. And I did the way back. I rode Toby and Fat was together on the way there. I came back solo because I was coming here. So I was solo the whole time. I felt like a nomad.
Imagine going to Dubai and then you still got 10 hours left.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So think about it. I never did that. All the other times we went like that, it was like, if you connect this in the States, like you go to Boston and then go straight. Yeah. Bro, to go 8 and then do 13?
Yeah. But then 8, get off, have a layover.
I was talking to the lady.
How long was the layover?
Like 2.5.
Yeah, that's different, dog.
Yeah. I was talking to the lady next to me. I was talking to the lady next to me. She was from the States when we was going from Singapore to Korea, and we was kind of chopping it up or whatever. And I swear we was on that plane, and that Korean airplane was trash. I'm talking about this tiny, you know what I'm saying? The lay-down boy was all messed up, and it felt like it took forever. We got there, and she was leaving the same flight. I said, okay, we got the short one out the way. She was like, why did you just say that? She was like, you just broke my whole spirit. Bro, because we was on there about 7-8 hours, and they had another 14 to go. Yeah, bro, after the layover in Korea. Yeah, nah. But like I said, man, you know, Toby, he gets nervous if I'm not around. You know, I'm a safety blanket. Yeah. Please, if you see this clip, send it to him so he knows. But he gets like very antsy. He doesn't know how to behave himself. So he's like, where's C at? So I just,
Tobe, I don't even believe it, bro. So I just want to let you know, Tobe, that it's not all of us that believe in this because I've heard this story before. I heard CJ say that E gets lonely.
E and Toby.
And then I heard him even say about myself.
Crowd the only one don't need me.
So I just got, but then when me and E was in Dubai together, I think we did okay.
They was missing me.
I think we
They didn't even know how to act.
Don't say it here.
We didn't go, okay, all right.
They didn't even know how to act.
Don't let him down.
They both were sending me videos at night. Like,
you know what? The truth is, every time me and E took a picture, anything, we kind of left a spot right there for you in the picture and stuff like that.
While I had that COVID, I had the ghost COVID.
We celebrated your birthday. We celebrated your birthday for you,
bro. I was at the crib with no symptoms. So, yeah. But anyway, Delta. So look, or whoever, get that fixed. Either start with season 1 and go all the seasons.
That is somebody's
job. Don't put it on there. Yeah, no, I'm saying. Okay, let me say this to take it further. And I'm gonna fix the entire airline, airport thing
That's your new
one
mission.
podcast episode at a time. Look, it's 2023. It's time for Netflix, Hulu, and everything else just to be on the plane. We all got the streaming services.
100%.
Put them on there. Get rid of all the rest of that foolishness. We don't want to watch Casablanca and all of these stupid movies you got on there. We want to watch what we want to watch. We want to continue. Because think about how much better that'd be if you was in the middle of like Power or BMF or one of the shows that you actually like, and you could just get on. Oh, it make the flight go so much faster. That's what I'm saying. You could start like a series. Like if you wanted to watch, I always wanted to watch Walking Dead or something like that. You like, boom, you could binge and go straight through.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what I did. I told y'all off camera what I started watching that's fire though was Ted Lasso. Everybody been telling me did you watch Ted Lasso, Sarah? Oh, like fire.
Never heard of it.
You like it?
I just seen the little thing.
No. Ted.
What you like about it?
It was fire. It's just a good show, bro. It's just a really good show. And the people have been telling me to watch it forever, and I was like, that don't look like
I'm just
nothing
not gonna say I'm gonna give me nothing. I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
He has a lot of positivity, and so it's an
Didn't I say that?
interesting
My
character
man is
breakdown.
the most optimistic, positive human on the planet, which sounds boring, but some kind of way it like is refreshing. Like you watch it, you be in a better mood after you watch it.
I'm all about that life.
Yeah, no, for real. My man, he a beast, bro. Like I'm telling you. So I give you my Apple TV login because I know, you know what I'm saying? I know you don't have that, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me ask y'all, man.
Apple don't trip. He just gave me don't trip, Apple.
Do any of y'all have any problems, man, staying up at night now, like watching TV?
Oh, bro,
I was just telling
I've
you.
never not had problems.
Bro, I used to be fine.
You're talking
I'm
about
out.
just like, when you say staying up, you just mean like
I said
awake.
staying up all night watching TV.
Oh, I didn't know. Because you said staying up.
I said watching
I'm saying,
TV.
No, I can stay
I
up.
got you, man.
Yeah,
I couldn't watch none of the series.
I just do it for Carl.
Oh, yeah.
Fool. You're such a fool.
I couldn't
what I'm
watch none
saying.
of the series.
Bro, I used to stay up.
Yeah. You
I used
couldn't
to
watch
watch
what?
TV.
The NBA Western
got fall
Final.
nervous.
Oh, yeah,
Eastern
no.
Conference, I couldn't watch the whole thing. I either fell asleep
I fall asleep and
and
wake
then
up.
wake up, or either I watch the first half and then don't take a nap at halftime and don't get back up.
Yeah.
I could watch a game. I just think like a TV show. For some
I can't watch
reason, I'm
TV,
just-
period. But
Yeah.
I fall
games
asleep.
too, I fall asleep if it's like West Coast and it's like 11:15, they still hooping. I'm like that. What was it? Denver Lakers series. I missed most of
knocked out.
the fourth quarters.
You know what? I was on the West Coast for quite a bit of it, but then when you're on the West Coast, you're still actively doing stuff at that time.
At that time.
Right.
So it's like you. So now I'm like,
It's
we out
6
to
o'clock.
eat. Yeah, it's like right.
Oh,
It's
the
like
Lions used to come on like 11. Yeah, it was 11. No, it was 10.
10.
10. The game come on 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm eating a bowl of Fruit Loop and
Speaking
watching
of which,
the
you see
Lions.
who projected to win the division and got the opening game against the Kansas City Chiefs to open the NFL season.
Every year. Every year.
No.
He's
no,
watching.
sir.
He's watching
No,
a
sir.
show with the most
Every
optimism.
year.
No.
This is
I'm
different.
optimistic every year. The world is optimistic
okay.
this year.
Oh,
We
okay.
ain't never had the first
I got
game
you. That makes
against
sense.
Patrick
The
Mahomes,
world.
primetime
Yeah.
Thursday night.
Yeah.
We got the very first game of the NFL season, and we
I would have
projected.
preferred to play Tampa Bay or somebody
first game.
in the first game of the Super Bowl champions. But
So
I
then when
feel
we
you.
smack them around, then what?
I have
We gonna win.
Is that a bet?
Let's mark
Is
it
that a
down
bet?
right now.
I hear bet.
Okay, here's the
Yeah, we
deal,
gonna
though.
win.
I believe you. I have no doubt. But this when they pay under 500 teams, they can't seem to get up and win. That's my challenge. Like you'll beat a team like that, and then you'll lose.
Yeah, that's the old Lions.
Oh, okay,
This the new
one.
regime.
Oh, okay, it's the new one.
Yeah,
I'm
come
sorry, Quashan. It's the new one.
The new and improved.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We got the right
No,
coach
the new
now.
and improve. Because every year it's the new and improved.
Yeah. Shout out to the Miami Heat. They smacked Boston around pretty good last night. That was crazy. Yeah.
Jimmy Buckets.
Yeah, Jimmy Ball, the young kid Martin, balling, and then Boston. That was tragic. So all the Boston
I
fans.
wouldn't say tragic.
Oh,
it's
they
just-
got smacked
Yeah,
at the
but
crib,
you're
bro.
supposed to win folk. I ain't never seen nobody win 4 games.
Shouldn't have been
in the
down
back.
0-3 anyway.
Like in 7.
You shouldn't have been done.
Now, they
0-3.
might sweep you, but I ain't never seen nobody go 7 and you got energy in the 7th game after you done won 3 to win another one. That's a lot. But I will say this, shout out to Miami Heat for buying, man, see, you said it earlier, the no boy. I hope we can continue this conversation. But shout out to the Miami Heat for buying getting their flight arrangements for Denver before the game.
They did?
Yeah. They bought their plane tickets for Denver. Yeah, they got
that
their
was
schedule.
gangster.
Yeah, no doubt. So I'm saying shout out to that. Let me tell y'all something. I know y'all don't want to hear this, and I know CJ always say, when you got money is whatever. I promise y'all, it is not money that separates the different classes. It's a mindset. It's not money. I promise you, it's not. And while it seems like insignificant, when you literally buy your plane ticket and you get all that arranged, like it's a different mindset.
And shout out to the Denver Nuggets for bringing E in for consulting this season.
Yes, sir.
That's why they in the finals. And then shout out to them for using Toby's song, Fi-Fi, as the intro song.
Yeah, and they were saying
Come
West. That was because of the West.
Come on.
The West.
So Denver is the de facto home team for us.
It is.
So,
It
if
is.
they rocking with us, we rocking with them.
Yeah.
So
But
Miami,
that Joker though, bro, for real, bro. Joker, that's gonna be different. Bam Bam gonna have a heart. It's different, bro.
I'll tell you something. He about to use Bam like a floss pick.
tough.
You can't guard
I
my
promise.
man. You can't guard him.
Nah, it's
I'm
nothing you
saying
can do.
in and out. They in and out, bro. Like Boston was just out. It's like all you gotta worry about is the three. With Denver, bro, you gotta worry about the inside and out. Joke, get in, pass it out. You got 4 dudes that can shoot the tray or go to the hole. It's gonna be rough. I'll give it 5. I give it 5.
Yeah, no, I got you. I agree with that. I give it 5. They probably win game 3 or something, first game at the crib, and then go back and get work. But I will say this, man. It's interesting watching Miami, and I think they said they had like I don't know how many undrafted players or like whatever.
Yes.
And I was like, wow, like you look at the difference that a system makes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, the right system can make the wrong player look like the right player.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh,
Like, dog, like getting in the right system, and I guess we can kind of go on that for a minute, but I think the thing that's dope about what we've built is now that we have a system in place, everything kind of operates the way it should. And I know just from talking to people, people are out there and you're unsuccessful. It has really nothing to do with your skill set. You're in the wrong system. E, can you break down, kind of the mindset behind the system we had, the old system we had, and the new system we had? Because we actually had to pivot and change some things up as throughout the course of our journey. But talk about the system we had when we were more, and one and running gun, and the system we run now.
I'll be real with you. I don't think that there's a difference in how we operate in terms of running and gunning. I think we ran and gunned, without documentation. We ran and gunned without empirical evidence. The crazy thing now is like, even with, C and I, as we were preparing for the UOU summit.
Shout out to the man.
Yeah.
Don't go no further. Let me tell you something. For those of y'all who decided not to come, you played yourself. Last night.
Bro, I ain't seen nothing like it.
Oh, no.
Didi told me I could retire.
Oh, no, for real.
Didi was like, you can retire.
Yeah,
Last night was one of them ones.
Oh, Mignon,
And not just because I went, but that's part of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not just, but,
Full cap.
oh, Mignon went to, I'm talking about.
She went to work.
Bananas.
Bro, I
to
got
work.
done speaking. We was watching just on the screen. I forgot that we was on the summit. Like, I was watching her like, yo, me and E was caught up. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
No.
Yep.
So I told C as we was preparing for the summit, C was like, E, I think I should do this. And I was like, no, you shouldn't do that. What you should do is have them tell you what the outcomes are and have them inform you. Like, you don't need to switch up and be something you're not. You just need to know exactly what the outcome is, and then you need to just bring out that CJ. You feel me? And so I think we were flying before, and praise God for Chris, rest his soul. But Chris introduced me to the DISC assessment, and of course the Lord introduced me to me in a way where it was the flight, pilot, flight attendant, ground crew, and air traffic control. And as I studied that system, I realized, we fly a lot. It is literally air traffic control that's running stuff, not the pilot. You feel me? Like, the air traffic control sets everything up for the pilot to have success. And I was like, C, we just out here using our gifts and talents without being informed. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not being informed. So air traffic control don't fly. So they're not saying move out the way so we can fly. They just saying, if you're gonna fly and you want it to be effective, like, here go 10 different routes you could take, 10 different ways you could do it, but this is the most effective way you could do it. So I think what I'm so excited about now is, like, you look at Michael Jordan, who was putting up 63, but they was losing against Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't beating Boston. And he
Scotty just reminded us of that recently. You know what I'm saying? Scotty reminded us that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He was not doing nothing.
But I think what Scotty failed to realize is that, Scotty might have been a part of that system, you feel me? But Mike wasn't in that system. Mike was in a system where, to your point, C, where the coach was really not coaching, and he was just letting Mike do whatever he wanted to do when he wanted to do it. Whereas when Phil came, Phil was like, that's not the best use of your talent.
Right.
Like, the best use of your talent is really, we do this, we do this, we do that, and then you're going to get your outcomes. Because your outcomes was never scoring titles, gym shoe deals, commercials. Like, that wasn't your goal. Your goal was to make Chicago a franchise like the Lakers and like Boston. And when Phil came in, so I think for us, what's so dope is that C been making us better. Like Ben, C told me when he was 21 years old, like, yo, I'm gonna make you a household name. I can't go nowhere without people knowing who I am now. But the system now makes CJ document what he did for us. Mm-hmm. You feel me? He never documented before. It was just like, go for it. Now C like, no, let me document it. Let me turn that documentation into a course. You feel me? Let me turn it into a digital course. Let me turn it into a workbook. And so I think that's the difference now, because C knows exactly what he did. Now he can not just do it for me and Maul and Toby. Now it can be digital and he can do it for you. You feel me? So without you even knowing C, or either you becoming a part of our program, which C was like, yo, I'm not interested in helping people. Like, I'm not interested in getting close to people. But it was like air traffic control showed us how C could do it and really do it in a way where he could duplicate himself, and memorialize the concepts and then give it out without him even having to do as much as he had to do when he was working with me every single day. So that's the difference, man. We got the triangle now. It's not CJ, E ain't in the game. We still in the game. We still doing what we doing, but we have a triangle system now that we just put our stuff in the system. And we just had, hundreds of people, man, who signed up to get what I got over 17, 18 years ago.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I was just gonna say what you said yesterday. Again, I'm sitting here and C just said something so simple but so deep. Like, what's your 3 non-negotiables? Yeah. Like, you challenge everybody listening. I'm sitting there like, shoot, I'm challenged. Like, again, we do this, and like to E's point, we do it kind of subconsciously. Right. But now when you ask that question and I gotta write it down, like, and again, if you have this information in front of you, like, yo, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this, I'm not gonna quit this, I'm doing this every day at a certain time, like, dude, that's the formula. Mm-hmm. Like, so I'm just saying, like, that's level 1 that you just gave yesterday. It's such a simple, but it's the most profound thing that you could do, you know what I'm saying? So just shout out to you for that. That was huge.
Yeah, and I think you gotta create a system in your own life more. You could probably speak to it like you probably have one of the most dynamic systems. And I'm talking about everything from, obviously, we know about the 2 trainers and the chest sitting up. But
what's the chest doing, C?
Sitting up. The cleavage. That cleavage.
The cleavage.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta make it bounce. Make your chest twerk. Title.
That's it. That's the title.
Yeah, exactly.
How to make your chest twerk.
You got a system all the way around. You know what I'm saying? Just like for how your entire family structure is set up, right? From how the house gets cleaned to who does, the driving to the games. And like, it's an entire, like, especially when you got a crib the size of Maul, you got to have a system. Like, Maul crib is like a resort. Like, there's somebody always in there.
There's levels to this.
Like, yo, you just told you that. You need an app for your house.
No, you walk into one of the wings and it just be people got little paint and all kind of tools.
They clean the swimming pool out.
It's like a whole
swimming pool.
Yeah.
Somebody working on the basketball and the tennis court.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So anyway, talk about setting up a system for success, because I feel like, again, a lot of people wake up and their life is just
why is it important, Ma? Like, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is that so important to have a system?
Well, I mean, because your life is important, right? And I think when you don't have a system, see, I belong to systems my whole life. Right. And I think that's got something to do with it. But a lot of people, they're gonna hear what we're talking about, and they're gonna say, oh man, I'm gonna join this system. There's a system here. You gotta find the right system to fit you. If you just look at Tom Brady, Tom Brady, dog, I promise you, if Tom Brady was the quarterback for the Chicago Bears, he would have been done after year 1. I promise you, dog. It's not even a joke.
The Lions said he got hurt in training camp.
It's not even a joke. He would have been done. Like, you would have never known Tom Brady to win several Super Bowls. But that system fit him perfect. And so I belong to a system, the police department, that didn't fit me. And because that system didn't fit me, I didn't just say, okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep losing. It got to the point where I said, okay, cool. I need this system to create my own system. And even though I was with that system, and for somebody else it was perfect, but for me it didn't work. And so I would always look around, man, and you talk about the house and the resort, type deal. And I remember, when you go to resorts, it's functional. Everything is moving. You got the people that's the landscapers. You got the people come in the room and fix the room up every single day. You got the people, the cooks. You have a whole functional system and it works. And so that's when I reverse engineered and I looked at my life and I was like, man, I promise you, I did not marry my wife so that she could do all of this while I'm at work. I didn't want that. I wanted it where she could sit back and have that resort feeling every single day. You know, she literally has help. Miss Gabby. Miss Gabby been coming in our house probably the last at least 15 years and been just, you know, cleaning and I mean, we cooking, and we have people that, and this was before I was who everybody might know. They might say, oh, Jamal, you the 9 to 5 millionaire. You got, no, bro, I was doing this back when I was just a police officer. We still had systems in place. Of course, as you grow, the systems grow that you have in place.
That's good.
You know, as you grow, the systems will grow. But the thing is that if you don't have systems in place at the lower level or the beginning level, then you'll never have systems when you get to where it is that you want to be in life. You got to have systems at this.
You won't get there, period.
You won't get there, period. So, you know, as I grew, the systems grew in our life. And I think that, and then when you got to look at the systems, right? You don't just win a championship overnight. It's the systems, though, that winning after game after game, it allows you to win a championship. And I think that a lot of times we just look at the championship, who got the rings, but we don't look at the steps or the systems that people put in place. And I think that's
we look
why.
at them, they call franchises.
Yeah, right. But that's why I feel like we're successful in all those 5 pillars. Yeah. Because every single pillar that we have has a system built around it. And then it allows our life to, you know, grow in that way.
Yeah, you know what, though, Jamal? You just said something I think is dope. For those of you who are looking, and, you know, whether you're watching us or you're just listening, I really want you to think about this. You just said something more that hit me. We all have a system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about, you know, again, my grandmother who lived in the projects, a lot of my, you know, aunts and uncles, you know, they also lived in the projects, you know, and I can tell you, although I was fortunate that my mom, that wasn't her reality. I think my mom might have been 1 out of 14 that actually had a career. I did have maybe a couple aunts that might have had a job, but nobody had a career like my mom had a career. You feel what I'm saying? But with my grandma, bro, it was a system. We know the checks was coming on the 1st and the 15th. It was a system. We knew we was gonna eat good on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, about 5th. You start running out about 8th, 9th, and then you got about a week that you gotta wait for the 15th. You know, and it was barbecue. You know what I'm saying? You was eating good the 1st and the 15th. So the cool thing I would say about my mom that I love now as an adult, not as a kid, but when I used to go to the projects, you couldn't take like, the way I ate at home, my mom didn't let me do that at my cousins. It was like when you with your cousins, you live like your cousins live, right? You know what I'm saying? So we had, you know, the canned goods that had beef, all white with the cow on it. That was a system, bruh. You know, and Maul said something that's deep, and I want to make sure y'all catch it. We all come in a system. I grew up in a working class system. We were always the highest of the working class, right? We always moved into a white neighborhood, and then maybe 5, 6 years later, then it would be, you know, by the time we moved into it, whatever. And so my mom worked and my father worked, but a lot of people in the neighborhood, it was a system. The man go to work and the wife stay at home, whatever. So here's what I'm saying to what you just said, Maul. A lot of us are in a system that doesn't necessarily work for us.
Right.
But we're in a system because that's the system we were given. And it may not work for our marriage. It may not work for our children. It may not work for anybody. But we're still doing it because it was the system that we came up under. So the Lions is a system. They in the NFL. That's a system, bro. They in a division. They play a certain amount of teams. Like they got training camp, they got OT. You know, they in a system, but they're not in a winning system. And I think what you just said, Maul, we all need to stop and ask ourselves first, what system are we in? Are we maximizing that system? Or is that system not even for us? You feel me? So when I look at my life, it's like, yo.
Yeah, if you're losing, it's a system.
It is.
Yeah, you're in the system regardless.
You're always in the system.
Yeah, you are. And that's what I said when you was like, do you have a system? Yeah, you got a system. You may not have a personalized system.
Wow.
You may not have a system you selected. You may have a system you're just following. And so you're not having a success. And that's one of the things that I saw. I was fortunate to see, yo, the projects, like, yo, that ain't where it's at. You feel me? Then even with my family, I'm like, yo, there are multiple aspects that I enjoy about how I came up. But one of the challenges that when you're in the working class is like, bro, good times was really the working class.
That was.
Good times wasn't really project, even though that was the projects in Chicago. I don't know if it was Thomas what's Thomas? What is it called? Thomas Manor? What's the Thomas one called? I know it's Cabrini Green.
Right.
And then whatever the
Cabrini
Thomas.
Green.
Yeah.
And,
So it was one of those.
Taylor Holmes.
Yeah. Yep, the Robert Taylor Holmes. So I think that's what Good Times was. But really, Good Times was working class because they were always about to.
Always there. At the front door.
It was
Scratching and surviving.
And that scratching and surviving. And that's what the working class is. You scratching because you working, but you're surviving. You never get to strive. You never get to thrive. You know, so I think we should all stop, you know, and really ask ourselves the question, do we have a system? Do we like the system? And if we don't, here's what I love, bruh. CJ literally created a system. And perhaps, you know, CJ will sometimes say, you know, you was my mentor. So perhaps, you know, it was something collaborative.
I just say that to be
okay. I didn't
humble.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, when she's not being right.
Yeah, that's just like, for sure, it's just something you say, like, yo, he did it all.
Right.
It's good for the brand.
It's good for the brand. Yeah, it's good for the brand. You know what I'm saying?
Brands like this.
Yeah, we don't need enemies. But just being real.
Got weak. I always say when it's good because Corshawn just fall behind.
He ain't even looking at the camera no more. You're not even concentrating.
Lost the whole shot.
Yeah, so you know, CJ created a system, and it's funny because Tobe didn't even necessarily think he needed a system. Tobe wasn't even interested in the system. But I know when I got to see, I definitely didn't think. I know I needed a team, but I didn't know I needed a system. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, no, you ain't gonna never be able to do that if you're not a household name. Yeah. So we need to create a system to make you a household name.
But ain't that important though? Like I'm just saying though, that's a good point you're making. That I think some people, like, as opposed to looking for a system, you need to work on you.
Yep.
Because then you'll have a Phil Jackson.
That
might say, hey, I'm putting together this dream team, and Dennis Rodman, you the missing piece to this dream team. Because we don't need another shooter. E is already shooting. E putting up 60 points. We need somebody that's gonna be able to grab 15, 20 rebounds.
Bro, who you telling? That's why people be like, yo, see, I could join the team, I could speak. I'm like, E got enough speaking.
We're good on
for
that,
everybody in their mind.
We're good on that.
We need another skill set, to your point. And you know, again, when you to your point earlier.
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing off of the humble boy.
I'm
still weak. I'm still weak.
No. I mean, because they hear me say it a lot. I didn't want them to think the cat's out the bag. I did it, okay? What was I going to say? You made me lose my time. I forgot what I was going to say. No. Oh, so I was saying the O's, like, so just think about how much sitting down and really thinking about your system and putting the system in play works, right? Because no disrespect to the old system, but E had the old system.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't working, right? But here's the challenge. Not that E wasn't a good dude. E was the best human. But guess what? E's system was for us all to be in the forefront. That was our system. Yeah. I told y'all, it used to be, like Carl would tell you, E was definitely the sweetest, but I was getting the same amount of shots up. Everywhere we went, E spoke, I spoke. I'm talking about I opened up or whatever. It wasn't like, oh, E just go speak. It was us as a crew.
He was trying to get me to speak. He keep throwing questions to me. Yo, Carl, tell them about. I'm like,
and the only time I seen Carl kill it was where?
At the
church.
Oh, we went to the Adventist church. Carl turned into Dr. King out of nowhere.
Doubt.
I was like, what? He knew he was doing Bible stories. He was going crazy. Anyway,
he went crazy on that one.
But our old system was, Carl is shoot the video, CJ and E do their thing. Like when we went to Crenshaw, I spoke just as much as E. That was our old system. And I looked at it and went, this system is broke. Not to mention, we pushing a brand that nobody knows. So back then, the company was Break the Cycle. Great name, great philosophy, great everything. That was the play that was the system E was running when I met him. So I came into the system and I was like, okay, cool. I love the system. It taught me a lot. But I said, what's the problem? The problem was you can't put a face on Break the Cycle. Break the Cycle don't have a wife. Break the Cycle don't have 2 kids. Break the Cycle don't have a heartbeat like the way that E does. And so when I looked at the system, I was able to make that tweak and say, all right, cool, Carl, I'm done speaking. Kill it. I'm not going to speak no more. You do the camera stuff, I'll do the branding stuff, and let E be the face. And again, so I looked at the Michael Jacksons of the world. I looked at all the celebrities and how the celebrities' doors just open. Imagine, I sell this all the time, but he gave the Secret to Success story on a Tuesday, and Wednesday I called a middle school, and they was like, who? Eric Thomas? Nah, we good. We don't know who that is. And I'm like, dog, how can we be the best in the world here, but then nobody knows it, right? So we switched the system, and that one switch of the system, boom, catapulted us to the top. And so it's like, as you're looking at your system, if you're not winning with your system, what tweaks and changes can you make to your own system? And I guess the last thing I want y'all to really tap in on, Maul, you said it, and you can get back in here, Carl, too. But like, when you look at your system from somebody who's saying, well, I don't really have a system. I just get up, go to work, and come home. Like, what kind of things can you start implementing into your life right now to start creating a system that works in your... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What can you do if you're not happy with your system when somebody says, all right, I hear what y'all saying, but now I need to get my system sweet. What's my first steps to making my system?
Outside of CJ, you know, the mastermind, the UOU mastermind, and I'm being for real, I'm not playing.
No, for sure.
I'm just being, like, Ma answered this question, but I'm saying, honestly,
everybody
like,
and their mama who been like, I need a CJ.
Right, now you have it. You feel me? So I'm just saying, if you don't know, you know, you just join and put a whole system together. But for those of you who are not willing to make that type of investment, Ma, what would you say that a person whose system isn't working, what they need to do to, like, create a system?
Yeah, first off, you need to know what it is you want. Like, I've been plain and simple, bro.
Yeah.
I talk to so many people, and they always trying to look at, like, man, I want to be part of this system, I want to be part of that. In order to be part of the right system, you got to know what you want. I remember when C first came to me about, you know, hooking up, you know, connecting with the team, coming on out. It had to align with what it is that I had going on in my system for my family. I just couldn't go. You know what I mean? I've had people before, of course, nobody like a C, but I've had people before like, hey, Mom, man, we should do this together. We should partner with this. Bro, your vision will keep you away from aligning with the wrong system.
That's good.
Bro, if I'm a pocket passer,
Right.
what
You
am I
can't be
doing with a run and gun team?
Yeah.
But just because they throwing money at you, a lot of people are like, well, you know what? I know I ain't going. They know they ain't gonna be successful in that. They know they can't run, but they will still join that team because they do it for the money. And so I think that's what you need to know in the beginning. You need to know what type of player are you, and what is it that your vision, like what's your vision for your life, and does this system align? I believe that everything connects to the vision that you have for yourself, and that's how I did it exactly with us. Even when C came to me and started talking, I was like, well, I'm already part of personal development. I'm here all the time. I'm at every single conference. I'm already helping people. I'm already teaching people. And then when he showed me that I have something to offer you guys. I got something. I wouldn't just be getting with y'all, just being part of the system, just to be carrying your bags or taking or like, hey, let me hang around. I had to offer something. It wasn't until he was like, you got a lot of information that can help other people. All right, cool. My Dennis Rodman moment. I got something that nobody else in the group, he was like, bro, you got something that can make people money. I was able to then say, okay, I can fit in this system. And I can not just fit in, but I can shine in this system, and this system can work. So I think for that, back to your question, like you need to, you know, have that vision of what it is that you want to do. Who are you? Where are you going? And then once you got that, then you can start working on your system, because all of my systems, all of them, is based on the vision I got for my life, the vision I got for my family. You know, that's a system. When you see them people in my house, they working, we building more rooms, we landscape, that's a system. But it's the system geared towards the vision that we've always created.
The Queenie Suite, which just got completed.
Oh, man. Come on. Hey, bro, should I show the Queenie Suite?
I haven't seen it.
He hasn't seen it.
But so
while he finds that, though, Maul, what you're saying is so huge, and I want people to understand that we hustle backwards. When you talk about the 9 to 5 and all that, like I was reading some this week, and in simple, it said, like, the order operations, your terms, the order operations, dude, is we're spiritual beings first. The next level down is intellectual. The next level down is physical. But the average person is starting at level 3. I'm just saying, you literally putting all your time, all your engine to work, and what Maul just said is, no, stop and think. That's what he's saying, stop and think. So I don't know how, where, when, but you gotta start with 10 minutes a day where it's just designed on focusing on what do I want my life to look like. Because if you can't see it here, it ain't happening nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ben. Ben said, we think in pictures. Like we think, if I ask you now, like, yo, E, what's in your fridge? Like somewhere in your mind, you see your fridge. We think in pictures. Yeah. So I'm saying, Maul, to your point, spiritual, intellectual, physical. That's really the order of operations, but we work backwards. The average person is like, man, you get up and I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to all physical, then we go into electrical. Bro, because we're thinking in pictures, bro, if you can start to see the stuff, I'm saying spend time thinking. Yep. 10 minutes a day if you need to, envision it, find the music, get yourself in that headspace, and then create the vision. Because I'm saying most people don't even have the vision. That's the big problem. So I'm saying spend some 10, 15, 20, 30, whatever time you can commit to thinking, non-negotiable. Spend 10 minutes a day just thinking, envisioning your life. And then from there, you start to build, because you're thinking in pictures, where is that neighborhood? What does that look like? What does that car look like? Now you start to bring this vision, bro. I used to think it was deeper, but like you literally can, not hate it, but the word manifest is like taboo for me. It's like, it ain't manifest. It's like, dude, you really bring this thing to life because it's what you focus on. But if you don't have the time to focus on everything else that's taking your energy, it's not gonna happen.
And
so that's system one.
And you gotta bring it, man. Like even when I'm thinking about like, all right, I had a system of health, right? And I knew that I had a vision of health. And I knew I had a vision of health for everybody in my family, right? I knew that it would be hard. So because of that vision of health, I knew that it's not realistic or it'd be hard to get everybody in my family to put them in the car and go to a gym. So we brought that system. I create the system and put it in the house. Well, now as opposed to everybody getting in the car, driving to the gym, all you gotta do is walk downstairs. We created a system of health. We put the sauna in the house. We did these things not so that I could be like, hey man, I got a sauna in my house, I got a gym in my house. No, it's so that vision of that health. And so therefore we got the system. I had a system, my daughter's tennis, my son baseball. So therefore we create that environment for the system to be successful. And I think that's something else that's missed. You might have a vision, but you're not creating an environment for that vision to be successful in.
Yeah, and for those of you looking like, oh, okay, Mar, I can't afford a gym in my house or pool or a tennis court. What Marl is telling you to do at the very base level is start to get the vision and then start to think of what you can do. Can you invest to come to the conference and learn a little bit more information? Can you invest in becoming the right person? Can you get healthier so you have more energy for the day to put towards your vision? So there's things that you can do at a micro level to get yourself going. So I don't want y'all thinking like, oh, okay, it'd be nice if I had $1 million. I could put a system together too. We're talking about starting with the system right here. So,
but the vision started at 36,000.
Yeah. Right, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, when we talk, I don't want them to go, Marl, of course, Marl has a system. You're talking about tennis courts and pools, bro. It's like, I got a job and you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I said, go back to that root of the police officer where you said your system might have been, I need to start learning about real estate.
Exactly.
So every day I'm going to, before you bought the properties, you went and looked at stuff. You went and talked to people. You went, checked out a bunch of properties. Like you had a system for even getting started.
Remember we talked about it. As the vision grows, the system will grow also.
Absolutely.
And so
you had a system for your health. You stayed on the same college football system.
Right.
They gave you a workout plan. You never deviated.
Right.
So you looked the same way you looked in college, 222 pounds, because you never deviated from the system. Right. So you stayed with the things that were working and implemented things into the not working and got rid of the things that weren't working. You see what I'm saying? So I think it starts at the base level. So shout out to Sierra. Y'all see the new gear? Come on.
Come on.
Who got it? This is exclusive right here.
That's fine.
I'm the only one with this. Can y'all see it? Corshawn, you got it? Come on, man. Go ahead and get online. Sierra?
E, isn't that you right there?
They pre-ordered her. Is this E?
E, that's you right there.
Oh,
You got one of these?
I don't.
You don't? Okay. I think I'm on the back somewhere.
This,
you know what I'm saying? I might be.
This for the mic. I'll let y'all know when they get the other ones in. And then Carl, of course, come on, show off the merch. A new design. Come on,
come on. Carl flexing over there.
You talking about
got the chest sitting up.
Yeah, that look like lower chest over there. That's that droop chest you spoke of.
Make it twerk, Carl.
Shout out to Sierra Grind Gear. Y'all go support the merch shop. Do what you got to do. E, we're gonna dismiss you real quick because we have a super special guest in the building. Friend of the show. Did she leave? Wait, I think she went.
She did. So let me say this
Okay.
until she comes back. Yeah, let me say this until she comes back. The most important part of the system is either 1, your vision, or either 2, your submission. Right? That's it. So either
Okay, you came with a last second three,
break
huh?
that down.
That's
She
what you.
what- she said she
That's
had.
what you. That's what we doing, huh? He pulled up from
Oh,
deep.
bro, I'm talking
We was
about.
already up 10. E.
White.
You didn't even need to shoot that.
yeah. So I'm being honest.
Who?
So
Say it again.
the first part, you know, if you're on the part where Maul's talking about, Maul had a vision. So it's like, oh, okay, that's really all you need to. Every time I come in this building, I look at this part right here. I literally remember a piece of paper where Jamie wrote that right there.
The whole thing
It was
out.
just a piece of paper, y'all.
Y'all can't see it, but the ceiling is blue.
The ceiling, bruh, it's like
it's pretty plush.
Bruh, I mean, literally, let's say it's 12 or 13, what do you call it, support beams? Or whatever those beams
Load
are.
bearing.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bruh, I saw that on a sheet of paper. I saw it on a piece of paper, bruh. And then I'm saying, with a maybe 50-cent Bic,
Little black big pen.
little whack big pen, bruh. Maul, I promise you, Maul, I remember when Jamie wrote it down. I can still see it I can still see the piece of paper.
Hey, I got something better than that. I got the video on my phone when me, you, and Jamie, you might have been, one of y'all was here, we was walking around here. When you was walking through, you brought me here to go through the construction.
Yes.
So he's talking about that
You
on the
feel me?
video.
On the video.
I remember
Let's
when
get
we
that.
had Maul in the back doing the podcast with no AC, no heat,
nothing.
no lights.
So that's the first one. It takes a sheet of paper, a pen, write it down. Now, for those of you who don't have a vision, then you need submission. You need to go to the person who has the vision, like a CJ, who has a system, and don't add your system to his system.
Do what you're told.
That's it. And I was telling somebody today, I was like,
My
yo,
life would be so much easier if people just did what I said.
I'm being honest. I'm
You know
being
what I'm saying?
truthful.
People want to go. I was like, I could have touched.
Don't do that.
Come
right?
on.
I told somebody this today. I said, you know what? I feel so sorry for you. I said, and I feel sorry for you because you're a boss, but you're a boss that does not have an environment to be a boss. So what you do is you go to other people's environments and try to be a boss. And I said, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's like my daughter, I'll never forget, you know, my wife was like, she gotta go. I was like, she gotta go. Like, what she do wrong? She's like, she ain't do nothing wrong, but she moved this and she moved that. You don't move nothing in my house. Like you don't have authority in my house. You don't make decisions in my house. Like you don't have enough, you don't have a mind in here. Yeah. This is only for kids. And you do what you told when you told. And when you get to a point now that you're an adult, you gotta go because you do know what you want.
Yeah.
But you can't do that in here.
Yeah.
Like I bought these properties, these are mine. Yeah. You don't close no door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't cut the AC on. You don't say it's hot and you need an air conditioner. You're not paying for nothing. Like, and I used to be like, D, you being cruel. She's like, no, I worked to run this. This is my castle.
Yep.
I run this. Don't nobody come in here, which is why we don't have a lot of guests. Because the ones I did have would be like, you know, family members that want to, and Didi's like, I'm not doing that. Yeah. So I'm saying there's a group of you that you do not have a vision. It's okay that you don't. There are people that have enough vision for all of us.
Oh, I promise.
Right? They got enough for all of us.
Only thing I'm missing is another 50 people to put it together.
That's
you know
it.
what I'm saying? I got way more ideas than this.
So I'm just saying you have to be careful that if you say, hey, I want you to show me the vision, and then he starts showing it to you, and you getting a little movement, now you got a little movement, and you like, I can take it from here. No, you can't. Because if you could have got yourself to there, you would have been there. So you can't go, now that I got some movement, now that I'm doing okay, now I'm ready to bounce. And how many of those people, I'm not trying to be funny, and again, he was successful, but you got Kobe that was like, I'm good without Phil. You got Tom Brady like, I'm good without, you know what I'm saying? I can leave Patriots, I'm be fine. You won one, but it wasn't like he won every doggone. I don't know if he won with the frequency that he won when he was over with. So you just have to be careful. Submit all the way. And I'm telling y'all, it's hard, bro. I don't control none of my social media. All I get to do is go on DM and respond. If you
I don't think y'all understand how me and E used to be beefing back in the day. I'm telling you, we used to be at it. Like, I was like, yo, I got the answers, Sway. You know what I'm saying?
I will never forget one of the arguments with TGIM. We was in East Kitchen, and C was like, yo, we gotta pull back on TGIM. I remember that. You
Oh,
remember?
he was so mad.
He was about to die. Like they got into it.
Negro don't do nothing. I'm just saying, he don't do nothing now. He
they
gonna tell
got
me how long to
into it.
speak
Right.
and how often to do it. I'm like, you're not even a part of the editing. You just show up when you want to show up and just say,
They got
well, we can't
into
do
it.
this no more. I'm like, you haven't even been here. Like, you haven't even been a part of nothing that me and Carl been doing. And you just gonna come in here and just say, kill it? I'm like, bruh, what are you doing? And we killed it. And it worked. The people missed TGIM.
Hey man,
we
I
came
got
back.
who killed the workout mixtapes?
Nobody killed him.
We working on something. We working on something right now.
Oh,
Yeah, we got
I'm gonna
it.
give you that, dog. I've never.
Oh, I promise you. He knew I was pissed, but he was
that-
like, "It
the
ain't that
workout
time.
boys?
It's coming though now. It's coming
Bruh,
out now.
dog.
It's coming."
The resolution?
But he was saying we needed. The people
that
want something
going.
every year.
Every
People
year.
want every other year.
It's so funny though, because I took a lot of heat for that. Because everybody was like, "Oh, you ain't put full speeches on there," because they was used to the other albums, Dr. Thomas and all that having the full speeches, and now everybody's starting to slowly catch up. Y'all go stream the resolution on iTunes, Spotify. Go put that on your workout playlist right now. I promise you, the
I can't
best
say it out
workout
loud,
playlist
but
in the
we're working
history.
on something now that.
Oh yeah.
It should be good.
Yeah, we got a producer
That's been out for a long time making hits.
Okay, bet.
Yeah. So we gonna
That's
go
why I
for
take
real.
my workout to the next level.
Oh, you will.
I
Oh, the
might- I
upper
might get
chest.
3 sets.
If it go the way I see it, the upper chest.
upper chest.
Oh, you gonna be on the upper.
It's gonna be.
Remember the gut in the upper gut? Remember the lower gut and the upper gut? You about to have the upper gut. Yeah, top gut.
Top
Yeah,
gut.
top
Maverick.
gut.
Top
Yeah,
gut.
Maverick.
Okay, our guest,
Top
we tried to
gut.
bring you up earlier, Sam, but
She walked out when he
on.
called
yeah,
you.
you had to
He
take a
called
phone
you as
call.
soon as you walked out.
Yeah, that's cool.
You got your mic on, right?
You can stay. I'm gonna
Yeah.
move so I can get
You got your mic on.
You can stay.
Oh yeah, so no,
She
Mar,
got
you
her
slide
mic?
over here. I'm gonna go to this side. We'll let
Does she have
our
her
two
mic?
guests sit
Yep,
there.
they're both clipped
Let's
on us.
go. Let's get to the
Come
table.
on up. Come on up.
Yep.
Get to the table.
Ah,
Yeah, all right, don't forget we got something tonight.
yeah. Shout out to everybody coming to the summit.
Hey,
By the time this
yeah, start there. That Miami thing, the Miami Heat thing, start there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, start there tonight, the Miami Heat.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Y'all gonna have some stuff to work off
Oh.
tonight.
Okay, come on. We got a system. All right, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are frequent
You know what? I have heard.
listeners know exactly who this next guest is. Man, my dear friend, my little sister. Just like she's been a little sister to me for a long time. She used to run up to me at lunch with her friends and say, "Can we go to Burger King with you, please?" I would take them to lunch, you know what I'm saying? Just big homied out. But it's my sister, man. Known her for a long time. The one and only Samantha Lurie. What's up, Sam? Good to have you back.
What's up?
For those of y'all who are, consistent listeners, you know that we have been supporting for years now Sam's Show Me the World project, and they are doing amazing things. And let me tell y'all something. I got to give y'all props. I'm not good at saying thank you a lot, like revisionist stuff. But man, we asked y'all last time to show up for them and to get these donations going. And Sam, I think, it worked out
Absolutely.
pretty decent. So go ahead, tell the people what y'all been up to. Introduce, our young lady in here.
Absolutely. So first off, before we introduce our very special guest here, it is the 10th anniversary of the Show Me the World project.
10 years.
10 years,
Yeah, come
10
on.
years. I think that was like 7 years ago when we collaborated, when you all came down to St. Louis and we did a huge fundraiser there. So first and foremost, I just want to extend gratitude also to the Secrets to Success podcast family because you all showed up last year.
Phenomenal. Serious.
The group had been waiting for a few years because of the pandemic. And you all helped us raise $25,000. All the kids that got to go graduated, still made it through the pandemic, went on the trip, graduated in the top 10 of their class. All are in college now or on their way to college. And so just want to say, thank you so much because it made a huge difference.
Phenomenal. And we also have some more news. Come on, keep the good news
yes,
coming.
we got the good news coming. Well, you all were just speaking about systems. And so really this year, in our 10th year, we've been thinking a lot about the system. So we have schools and school districts reaching out, hey, we want this program, And so we're like, okay, we are expanding. We are onboarding a new school district right now. We're adding 2 more different countries that we're traveling to. And so right now we're also in the season of building the systems
That's right.
for expansion. And so
What's the two new countries?
So Peru and Ecuador.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
And so I brought a special guest today to talk about the country that she's working towards traveling and to share a few more updates that is very Lansing specific. So we're in St. Louis, of course, but also Lansing. And so we'd love to share a few updates that happened since the last time we were on the podcast as well. So who are you?
So my name is Fatima, and I'm from Lansing, Michigan, and I have 16 siblings, 8 brothers and 8 sisters, and I'm the 3rd youngest. And I like to play soccer, and I'm the Show Me the World intern.
You're an intern?
Yeah.
With Sam here? Mm-hmm. How is Sam as a boss? Let's give us some dirt. Is she yelling at you?
Don't let him set you up.
Yeah.
Say she's the best in the world.
It's great.
It's been great?
Yeah.
Okay, and have you traveled? Are you getting ready to travel somewhere? Have you already traveled somewhere?
No, not yet, but we're going to Peru in 2024.
Okay.
So we're raising money towards that right now.
And what do you have with you there?
So this is the coffee. This is from Ethiopia, and this is medium roast, and this is from Peru, which is dark roast.
Okay.
We have 8 different coffees from different countries, which are single origin. Right now here we have medium roast and dark roast, and they all have different acidity to them. And we would love for you guys to try both of these.
Oh, don't threaten me with a good time.
Absolutely.
We both are avid coffee drinkers. We had to get Carl some coffee, maybe. Carl don't really drink coffee like that, but we may. Corshawn, you drink coffee? Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
We're gonna definitely check it out.
And we'll take ETs. He don't need no coffee.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, he don't need a coffee.
He don't need no caffeine.
None at all. Oh, we take it.
And so Fatima has been working on her pitch because a big piece of our project is the entrepreneurship piece, the workforce development in collaboration with the global travel. And so can you tell us a little bit more about like the coffee tastings you've hosted?
Yeah, so we hosted one at our school where teachers come in and tasted coffee, and that helped me like practice more for the bigger sale. And we did one at the Capital City Market, and the first time we sold 32 bags, and we were almost sold out.
Good, 32. Come on, we working.
Yeah.
We working.
And so you talked earlier a little bit about the response from the customers and your experience with your teachers and customers. Can you share a little bit about that?
At first, like we thought when we were like saying hi to the people and asking them if they wanted coffee, they were all like, no, I'm good. And then I thought like we weren't gonna get much sales, but then like as the day got on, we got like a lot of sales.
You stayed with it and stayed positive.
Yeah.
I love it. Fantastic. And then what do we got here, Sam?
Yes. So after the podcast last year.
Yeah, come on, talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about this. So after the podcast last year, I hit up CJ and I was like, hey, so we got into these like fresh time grocery stores in St. Louis, but we're partnering with Waverly High School this year in Lansing. Like, how can we collaborate here, get the coffee into a grocery store? And so an amazing thing happened in one phone call, one conversation. He just, let me hit you up.
Come on.
Let me connect you with
got
Mr.
the answer,
Leslie.
Sway.
Yep.
I got the answer, Sway.
Exactly. And so Mr. Leslie made some introductions for us so that
he offered 5 free cheesecakes to the first 5 customers, which like made us get more sales.
Oh,
Nice.
Come on, man.
So in that, so Fatima has a picture where she's pointing at, there's like 2 coffee bags left. It was almost sold out.
Wow.
So after Mr. Leslie came and engaged with them and helped us, he said, hey, I want to partner with you on making a mocha cheesecake with your coffee. So if we want to pull out the Peru coffee. So Mr. Leslie used this coffee to make this cheesecake. And so he kicks the proceeds from it to the Waverly High School trip specifically.
Amazing.
And you can find both of these in the Lansing Capital City Market
we in
and
the
several
stores.
Meyer grocery
We
stores.
in the stores. And for those of y'all who listen to the podcast regularly and pay attention, Marcus, Mr. I don't call him Mr. Leslie, he's my age, so Marcus, you know what I'm saying? But Mr. Leslie's Cheesecakes, he was on the podcast as well. And I mean, just a phenomenal human being, but also some of the the best cheesecake I think I've ever had in my life by far. But just a great human. And he was already in Meyer, and then him and Sam were able to link up, and now they have it in the stores. But I want to really tell y'all listening, I don't think you know how proud this makes me, Fatima being from Lansing, Sam being from Lansing. We don't come from, no disrespect, Chicago, Detroit, LA, New York. Lansing, you can throw a rock and hit the other side of Lansing. This is a small city, and we get slept on a lot. You go out of town, even though we're the capital city here, if I go to Florida and they where you from? And I'll be like, oh, Lansing. And they what state is that? Yeah. And I say, oh, Michigan. Yeah. Is it by Detroit? And so we always are kind of that underdog. And so to see what y'all are accomplishing and what you've accomplished, Sam, I told you this, I'm gonna give you your flowers every time I see you. And to see Fatima up here, it seriously makes me emotional because you're doing something by taking these kids and exposing them to the world that has never even been thought of coming out of Lansing. And so the work that y'all are doing is phenomenal. And I sincerely thank each and every one of you who are listening, who donated to the cause, who supported. You're about to change this young lady's life. She's going to, this is an experience that she will never forget and something that she will take with her, and she's going to go on to do amazing things because of your donations and you guys stepping up to the plate. That's the only way this thing gets done. And so, congratulations to y'all on that. I can't wait to see what else is next. I know we're going to the moon with it. Mm-hmm. Sam, we've had some conversations about you finally being able to go full time with this thing. You've been working obviously on the side to make sure you still had everything moving, but this is such important work that it's my goal to see to it that you're doing this full time, day in and day out, because the impact that you're making on these kids, on the world, is just phenomenal. So yeah, congratulations.
Thank you, CJ. Thanks to you all for your support. And
of course.
I think just sitting in the back today, listening to you all, every time I'm just taking nuggets. You're talking about systems, and I think about 2 weeks ago, we had my co-founder, shout out to Sylvester Chisholm. Mm-hmm. He said, hey, we're going to pitch the coffee, this 10-minute Zoom. We're pitching a bunch of grocery stores, boom, 10-minute pitch. Every single grocery store on the call wanted our product in there. So all their orders came in, it was 1,200 bags of coffee like this. So we're we have our alums set up now to get paid to help with the coffee business.
Beautiful.
And so they were able to help produce this, produce this largest order that we've ever had.
And if anybody out there has connects to the grocery store chain, or you just want to buy coffee, whatever it is, please let us know. Seriously, if you got somebody in your local town who runs inventory, whatever, it's got an incredible, I've had the coffee, it's incredible coffee, but it's also got a great story attached to it. If you guys are interested, please hit Sam up. Sam, let them know where to reach you, please, personally and the website.
Yep, so showmetheworldproject.org. We have it right on that box, too. That's our website. Instagram is Show Me the World Project. And then you can contact me personally, just contact@showmetheworldproject.org. I know it's a mouthful.
Contact. We'll put it up, please. Carl, can we make sure we get that on the screen, too?
showmetheworldproject.org.
Contact at showmetheworldproject.org. Listen, man, y'all been incredible. Continue to show them love, man. Continue to, show us love in the future, really. Fatima, any parting words, young lady? This is your show. You got anything you want to let the people know?
Thank you guys so much for this, and I really appreciate it.
Yes. Do you want to share what you're you were talking earlier about what you're most excited about for Peru. What
I'm mostly excited about Machu Picchu. I want to see the llamas there and hike. So
they filmed Transformers at Machu Picchu.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so part of Transformers was filmed there. So I was actually just talking to the star of Transformers and his brother, and they said that it was an excellent experience. So you're going to an incredible place. From what I understand, it's insane. So you'll have a blast there. That is going to be great. And can you please come back on and give us an update after you go?
Yeah.
And let the people know how it went? Mm-hmm. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right.
And I think the last thing is because Fatima has just demonstrated excellent leadership skills, right? So she's actually one of my dad is a teacher at Waverly High School.
Come on, Pops.
So one of his students, and so she has excelled academically in her leadership, and this is something that she's really wanted to do. So stepping into this intern position has been, taking a big leadership role. So I'd love for you to just share a little bit more about like why you think this is important for not just you, but like other kids also to have these types of opportunities.
So this is really important for students to like get out of the classroom, like not like staring at a screen all day or like listening to a teacher. They should go out and explore the real world to like open their minds out a little bit and like learn new things from like exploring, not just learning only.
Absolutely. I agree. Tell that to my kids too. Get off the screens, get outside and explore. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to have to do back in Lansing back in the day. We ain't have all the iPads and phones and all of that stuff. So no, that's good advice.
And Fatima shared with me that she is debating between 2 different colleges to pursue in the future.
Oh no, she's not. Come on.
Let's end that now.
Come on. What 2?
MSU,
so I can help you out.
MSU or U of M?
Oh, I got you. Easy choice.
We're good.
Easy choice. Listen,
easy.
It'll be a little something extra for that coffee if you pick Michigan State. You know what I'm saying? We might have an extra 1,000 bag purchase. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stick together. But no, man, thank you guys. Yeah, thank you. This is definitely a better school. And somebody like you is so phenomenal. Sam, she's with a. Sam got engaged, I believe, since our last, right? Since our last hookup, I don't know, but yeah, he went to the other school.
Yeah,
so,
a household divided.
And I see you tried to make me show me the world stuff yellow, so I didn't know. I don't know if we're, I'm not
but
exactly
you told me
sure.
You loved yellow. You're like,
we need to have a staff
on my
meeting.
Skin. I saw that.
No, it did. I look great in yellow.
Did he say that?
No, I do look great in yellow.
My skin go.
I do look great in yellow, but I did notice it was yellow and blue. I said we need to have a staff meeting. I should be on the board of advisors if I'm not. But anyway, anything else y'all want to share with the people before we get out of here?
Anything else you want to share?
No.
No? Okay.
No?
Yeah, I mean, we would just love for you to try Mr. Leslie's cheesecake.
Come on now.
Also,
we
gonna
This is Carl. Nah, this Carl.
Hey.
This check the needs for you all.
This here is dangerous. Dangerously good.
Oh my God.
And you can't just eat one piece.
No,
it's like you start off like, I'm just going to get a little corner.
Saying, and you look
then
right.
you just kill the whole thing.
Oh, no, my pops is
serious. We can save them for later also. But no, just extended gratitude again. Thank you all so much. And we're excited about the next 10 years to come. We'll be facilitating a big campaign, over the next few months. Just celebrate 10 years. I was looking back at photos from the last 10 years, and kids are wearing the old school. I saw Carl had, when you want to succeed as bad as you want. They had the blue shirts on in the pictures and all that. So I have to share some of those. So it's been great. Yep.
We rocking, doing it big. Man, appreciate y'all.
Right.
Thank you, Fatima. Thank you, Sam. We'll see y'all next time. And we out of here. We love you. We'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself, right? Make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discounts. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback on how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.